Welcome to Coach's Corner, and we have Coach Scott Harmon of our Ponca City Wildcats, fresh off a homecoming victory over the number 5 team in Class 6A in the state, Lawton. It was a big game. It was a big homecoming week, and it culminated with that fantastic win over Lawton. And that's what we're going to talk about on this edition of Coach's Corner. Thank you for watching. And Coach Harmon, first of all, congratulations to you and the team. I mean, how exciting was that locker room after the game?
It was great to see the smile on those kids and the staff's faces. They deserve all the credit. Those guys have been working extremely hard, kind of fighting through some adversity and some hard times. And, you know, sometimes you got to go through that to enjoy a little success. And then we keep pounding that into our kids' head, and it finally came to fruition. So it was good to see the smile on their faces.
The last time we spoke on Coach's Corner, we talked about keys to the game, and did the game plan just come together exactly as you thought it would?
Well, we always try to minimize turnovers. We only had one. We caused 3, I believe. So anytime you win the turnover battle, you got a chance to be in the ball game. We only gave up 1 big play, I thought. Defense just continues to play, extremely well. Offense capitalized and did the things they needed to do. And then I was extremely proud of that bunch that, in the last 4 or 5 minutes there when we needed to go get 2 or 3 first downs, we were able to run the ball and, secure the clock and do a good job of managing and closing out the game for a big district win.
Yeah. They do have one player in particular that is a real standout, maybe playing the Division I next year. I don't know. But how did you keep him? How did your players keep him from becoming a game-changing factor?
Well, we just tackled really well. We knew going into this week we would have to, play well in space. We didn't want to give up many big plays, and they do a good job. Coach Freeze does a real good job of getting the ball in their athletes' hands, and they've got 2 or 3 kids that I believe will play on Saturdays. We just did a really good job of containing them, making them getting some second and third and longs, and then we capitalized when we got the ball. I thought we did a really good job offensively in the red zone, and then we won the kicking game. So it was a good night all the way around.
Yeah, kudos to some of those players of the game that that just really stood out and just had an incredible game against Lawton.
Defensively, probably got to start off with Raiden Agee and Gabe Rowland at the linebacker spots. Both played really well. I believe they both created a turnover. Caden Anderson played really well at the corner spot, and then Hudson Haas is just doing a really good job up front for us in the trenches. So we've got several players that are playing well, and offensively, we just kind of manufactured some things. Tay's a little banged up, but Gavin Cunningham and Malachi Johnson continue to do a really good job, and Brody Wicker probably played his best game of his career. So it all came together on homecoming night, which is always good to see.
Yeah, going into the locker room at halftime, what was that speech like to the team? I mean, how do you get them to focus? We got another half to go. Yeah. We got some work. We got to finish this out, right?
Well, they knew. Lawton's too good a team not to come back and do some things positively. But we knew if we maintained possession of the ball and did some things right, prevented the big play, that we were going to have a chance to win the ball game because we had just had such a good first half. And things worked out for us. We finally caught a couple of breaks at home, the home crowd, and everybody was just great. So it was a good night all the way around. I actually got a little sleep Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. Well, a big homecoming victory over Lawton, the number 5 team in the state, or they were the number 5 team in the state. Now, Putnam City North is coming to town, and of course, 3 of the next 4 games are at Sullen Stadium, and this is an exciting time. Putnam City North this Friday night. What do you know about them?
They're big and athletic. They're 1-4. They've had a little drop off there. They've got a new coach in, and he's going through some transition there, it looks like. So we'll have our hands full tackling. They've got 3 or 4 athletes out on the edge that'll scare you with the ball in their hands, so we'll continue to have to tackle well. But we feel like if we do the things we should do up front offensively and maintain what we've been doing defensively, we should have a chance to win the ball game at home again.
Yeah, Putnam City North this Friday, Sullen Stadium. All of the action can be heard on 100.7 FM KPNC, and of course the live video stream at PoncaCityNow.com, powered by Ponca City Broadband. Now here's the thing I want to point out, because you're there, you're supporting the Wildcats, you're in Solon Stadium, you can always come back the next day or a week later or 2 weeks later and watch the replay of that game with the broadcast audio, and Jordan Woodruff, of course, the voice of the Wildcats. And I know Jordan visits with you every week, and he's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, we enjoy Jordan having him in the locker room and in the coach's office. He comes in and fits right in and does a great job with our players. Makes them feel really at home, and we just enjoy having him and listening to him. We'll even pull him up and listen to him a little bit.
Yeah, he's good. Well, that's going to do it, and we're looking forward to this Friday night. Putnam City North comes to town, and we're looking for another Wildcat victory, and it's going to be a lot of fun supporting the Wildcats this Friday night. We hope to see you at Solon Stadium. And Coach, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
That's Coach's Corner. Until next time, thank you for watching. I'm your host, Sean Anderson, and Wildcats. Remember, hold that line.